Hey, yo, how y'all doing? It's morning. Hey, it's Thursday. Hey, Josh is here.
Good morning. I heard you like BS in your BS, so I got BS on your BS, so you can BS while you
Thanks, Exhibit.
BS.
Really appreciate it.
Hi.
Jepson's here this morning.
I'm here
He's
this
up,
morning.
He's moving. He got some sleep.
I did get sleep.
He has coffee.
I have coffee. It's pumpkin spice. I'm unleashing my inner white girl today.
Does it taste like pumpkin?
It tastes, yeah.
Like spice?
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea.
Well, then mission accomplished.
Very cool.
So anyway,
Good morning. Pumpkin spice in a sippy cup.
I'm trying a tea I haven't tried. It's mango passion fruit, and it's yeah, it tastes like that. I guess it's a lot of teas taste like hot water.
It's true.
Like it's like real vague. Coffee, I think sometimes has a stronger taste
you can
than
put
teas.
2 tea bags in.
Yeah, I like to have like some black or red tea and then put honey in it. Mm-hmm. But that's because sometimes I want the sugar. Not all the time, but sometimes.
You can just add sugar to things. No one can stop you.
You can put as much sugar in it as you want.
Well, yeah, but I usually normally I drink coffee black.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while, if we're somewhere and I get like a cold coffee that's not cold brew, like just an iced coffee, by default they come with like cream and sugar. And I'll allow that. But man, it's so much sugar.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like a sugar. Anyway, let's read some alerts this morning. We got 300 bits from King Kuron, who sent this at 3:37 a.m. Says, "Good morning, everyone." King Kuron just getting us like
Go to bed.
a head start on alerts. I just watched the Tuesday breakfast stream VOD, and all that talk about movies makes me really recommend Knives Out. It's the first movie where I actively recognize the cinematography and its framing, and I think you two would enjoy it. I've heard good things about Knives Out, and also there's like a sequel, like Knives, where they finally put the knives away. But
Knives in.
Knives in. Glass Onion, That's it. So, yeah, at some point, I'd like
You want to sit on
to see
Josh?
that. Hey, bud. Come here. Come here. Stay there. Stay over there.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
He's like, move the keyboard.
Is my lap not comfortable enough for
Oh
you?
my god.
Denied.
Yeah.
Denied.
At least, I mean, he knows what he wants. I guess that's at least something good. We got 41 months from Forwolf, 37 from Antihero Sora, 300 from J-Spoke says, "Going out of town this weekend, so sending in this 3DS trivia question early. Which of these games came in Mal's 3DS pre-installed when Steven bought Mal her 3DS?
I know this answer.
Yeah, is it A, Super Mario 3D Land, B, Nintendogs plus Cats, C, Animal Crossing New Leaf, or D, Mario Kart 7? It's Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart.
7.
Oh, such a good game, too.
Very, very good game. It's Mario Kart 7. Mal and I both got the same 3DS that had that installed.
Which was probably a mistake because we forgot whose was whose a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was fun because for a long time there, like, we would get in bed and just play like a few races of Mario Kart 7. And that was very enjoyable.
So good.
Also,
good.
just a good game.
Getting 3 stars on all of the tracks was, like, impossible, though.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh.
I couldn't. I literally could not do it. Which is weird. I think I'm good at Mario Kart. Duh. It's impossible.
My biggest memory of Mario Kart 7 is doing the recording with you, losing the audio, and then me doing the mouth noises for all of the sound effects and music.
Yeah, that was pretty great. But that might be my favorite video on my channel. So good.
No regrets. We got 11 months from YR Random, 22 from Screaming Salad Radishes, 58 from Angeman, 85, 300 from Microwave Dallas says, "Train honk. Thank you all for Train. Is Train is still here? It's just hiding over there, forming the word Bream. 62 from Phelps Out, 34 from the Viking Hippie, 43 from Throwdown, 52 from Vinny G, 26 from Chatterbox. We get 300 bits of Murmur. It says, requesting good vibes for my interview for a promotion at work today. Also hope everyone's day goes well.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Hope the interview goes chef's kiss. Super.
I hope that you get kissed at your interview.
I mean,
Sorry, I just had a memory come back to me. I need to write it down. Go ahead, keep going.
I don't like that.
What? Hold on.
What happened at your job interview?
No. It was a dream I had last night.
All right. 45 months from Shinoff. 300 from Satsy, it says, I may not be a very good Brit, and I don't drink tea, but if your tea tastes like water, you haven't steeped it right, you clown.
That's true, though. You gotta steep it, like, more.
I leave the tea bag in it.
Oh. Then it should be fine.
Like, I don't take the
Some
tea bag
teas are
out.
just not as strong as other teas.
Demon mates now kissing for a promotion.
Oh my god, what?
I think Mao has already been promoted to the highest rank in the company. I don't know what else Mao can do. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs to Busy Kick, Midnight Valentine, and Re-Yoast. Vegetable Sorbet, thank you. 23 from Nilla Thunder, 7 from Austin 3291, 32 from The Maskey, and 35 from GA Studios. Appreciate it.
Speaking of Mario Kart 7,
Yes.
there's new Mario Kart 8 tracks.
It's the end of it, right?
It's the last thing.
All of it's out.
They also, not only is there new tracks, though,
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of other new stuff. There's new characters, which we knew, but there's also new Mii costumes. And there's also some updated features, including my favorite one, where you can invite people from online without them being on your friends list to a private game for the first time ever. They fixed online, basically, is what they did with this last update.
Good.
So instead of having to make a tournament
Yes.
and go through the whole thing, and if you want it to be forever, then you have to make a tournament with the date in the past,
Yes.
share the code, and then not be able to get your friends in. You can just make a room with your friends and then activate the code, and people can join. It's great. It's great. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited.
Good. It's been a while since Mao and I touched Mario Kart, but we will, because I've been saying for like the last few years that we wouldn't get back to Mario Kart until all the DLC was out, and now it's out.
Good luck. Have fun.
There's still so many other games to play. But first, this snack.
Your ex will be jealous when they see you enjoying Tiny Eddie's and New You steak sandwiches.
New you steak.
So some of the Eddies recently have been handmade by Thomas. They generally stick out a little bit more than the others. With 1,000 bits, or Microwave Dallas says, I'm very ashamed to say that just before the start of stream, I tried to pick up a Goron child in Tears of the Kingdom because he looked like a pumpkin, just amiiboed in veggies. Well, we all have things.
Can
that,
you amiibo in you steak?
we all
into
have
the
things that
game?
are shameful. Your ex will be jealous when they see you enjoying Tiny Eddie's a new you steak sandwich.
New you. I'm sorry, you has like struck me right here.
You.
you.
I want a steak sandwich.
Yeah.
I have, wait, that might be something I have never had.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
A steak sandwich? Surely you've had a
Yeah.
steak between bread. Surely
No.
you've had meat between the buns.
Steak is for plate.
Sure, it can be.
I have had a Philly cheesesteak, which I guess is technically steak. It's in the name. When I think steak, I think of it being like thicker.
It's a steak sandwich.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're not gonna put like a New York strip on a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you might, but it seems very tough to. You
No,
gotta cut.
Noah says no.
Oh,
You
Noah
haven't.
has opinions.
We did.
What was wrong with the Philly we had, Noah?
We actually Noah's wrong. We did. We were outside of Philly and we had a Philly cheesesteak, but it was not the kind with cheese whiz.
Oh no! Noah's right. You got to get the kind with cheese. That's how you do it.
There's multiple kinds.
sorry.
I don't want the kind with cheese whiz. I don't
I
like
promise
cheese
you,
whiz.
it's terrible and amazing at the same time.
I just don't like cheese whiz.
Where did
Cheese-
we go?
You
I don't.
have to-
I could tell you if I.
Haley, that's a big.
Let me find out where we went.
That's a statement. I don't know where we went.
No, you got to use Cheese Whiz. That's part of it.
What if instead we ate this?
Put it on a plate. Put it in a bowl. Enjoy Tiny Eddie's Mango Munchies any way you roll.
Oh my god.
You can have some mango munchies with your mango tea.
I just put a whole mango in this cup.
Why don't you just eat a mango at this point?
I haven't eaten a mango in a long time. That's a bitch from Sage of Stars. No message, but an Eddie. Put it on a plate, put it in a bowl. Enjoy Tiny Eddie's Mango Munchies any way you roll. I think that would be an interesting take on a cereal. Like mango flavored cereal.
Mango cereal.
I don't think that would be awful. That you can put on a plate and in a bowl, but not between bread. Unlike steak, which is destined for bread, apparently. We also had 46 months from Twilight Cat 24. And Dr. Bits from Shy says, you put a ribeye on a sandwich, not a skirt steak. I like steak sandwiches and have some strong feelings on them.
You put a ribeye on a sandwich. Not a skirt steak.
Have you had the steak? Is it skirt steak that you put on the coals?
Yeah, there's been a recipe I've seen for that.
What are you doing over there?
Trying to find out where we had cheesesteaks.
You're just gonna spend the whole stream just trying to find.
I'm not successful. I know about where it was in Philly.
It was just a little place.
It was a hole in the wall place, yes.
It was good. It was good. Anyone that says it's not a Philly cheesesteak because it doesn't have cheese whiz, I'm like, I don't know about that. This was in Philly, or like right outside of Philly. I feel like there's two different cheesesteaks.
I think the thing about a Philly cheesesteak that makes it a Philly cheesesteak
Is the cheese whiz?
is the bread.
Oh, the bread.
I'm pretty sure, but you can correct me if I'm wrong because I don't live there and never have.
I'm not. If I was put in a situation where I was with a group of people.
Noah says I'm right.
If I was with a group of people and everyone was like, we want to get the cheese whiz meat sandwich, then like I would do it, but I would get like a half a sandwich because I just anticipate not enjoying it because I don't like cheese whiz. Like on a philosophical level, I don't like that it comes out of a can.
Cheese in a can.
I just don't think that's right. I think that that's like a crime against nature or something. Like this snack.
Gather your courage and hold your nose when you try Tiny Eddie's mild and or explosive rice crackers.
So it's like a surprise every time.
Also, Mr. Game Girl Life says, Tiny Eddie, I worked until 10:30 last night and got very little sleep. Also morning, Stephen Malajosh. Morning. If you need to wake up, just fill your face full of these crackers.
Yeah, I mean, the higher the chance of blowing your head off with the explosive rice crackers. Or you might just have a breakfast.
Well, so like they do this with certain snacks, right? Where they it's like normal flavored, but then every so often you get one that's like super spicy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Sure.
It's like potato chips, but like some potato. They do it with Doritos. They have a Doritos bag that's like all the Doritos are just like normal nacho cheese, but then some of the Doritos will kill you.
Oh.
Because they're full of like arsenic or whatever. So it's like, oh man, which one of the friends are gonna die?
There was a wing place by me that used to do that. One would be very spicy.
Ooh, I would do a wing roulette.
I feel like you'd be able to. Well, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell. I feel like you'd be able to maybe tell visually, but I guess not. I guess
You could make it
You can
look
You can hide
different.
them. You can dim the lights.
Yeah, eat it in the dark.
Josh, you like hot wings?
I do. I like hot stuff in general.
I would. You know, I actually was thinking recently about the fact that it's been a long time since I went and just had like wings,
Yeah.
and I used to do that all the time in high school. I would be down to do that again sometime.
I'll get wings with you.
We should go get wings. Do you? Okay. Do you eat just the wings, or do you also eat the celery that comes with the wings? Are you pro celery?
I'm like, I'm anti-celery.
Okay.
Carrot?
I'm very pro celery.
I mean,
Chaz, we should get wings. Give me the bird.
more like we should get wings. I'll have the celery.
Well, listen. I eat the wings. But like celery.
He uses the celery as a chaser.
Celery is just like not. It's just crunch flavored.
I do not like celery.
The purpose of the celery is that you're eating the wings, and then you have the celery and either blue cheese or ranch, and that can be either like a palate cleanser between flavors of wings, or to help kill heat occasionally, because it's dairy.
Why would you want to kill the heat?
I mean, if you're eating extremely hot wings and you need a break, you
Is that all you're allowed to eat, Brandon?
can do that.
Brandon says, bring me to your celery dining experiences. I will eat them all.
You know what I don't like about celery?
I agree, Chaz. Chaz says broccoli and cauliflower are superior.
Yes, correct. They should give you broccoli with your wings. When you take a bite out of celery,
Yeah.
it turns into like a stringy mess on the end.
It's awful.
And I don't like that stringy mess.
Me too.
Yeah,
The texture is awful.
I love celery. I do. So every once in a while, if there was a recipe or something that required celery, like we'd wind up with all this leftover celery because Mal doesn't eat it.
Haley, what are you talking about? You can easily remove the strings. What does that mean? You can easily remove the strings.
Maybe she means that you can just like pull them off.
I guess.
I just eat
There's
them.
still another texture, and
there-
the taste. There is a taste to celery.
The whole point. I don't want the.
I mean, here's my thing. There are some foods that like you're probably gonna get something stuck in your teeth. That's just how it works. There's gonna be foods you eat. And sometimes you get them little celery strings in your teeth, but like you can get them out. We invented an entire industry for getting stuff out of your teeth.
Y'all clearly didn't work at a deli. No, I did not work at a deli. You could just crack them in half and take the celery string out.
Yeah, similar to how you peel a banana.
I did
strip.
not know that.
But it still has the terrible celery texture and taste. You can't solve
Right.
that.
You
I
can't
don't-
solve that.
I really don't understand. I don't feel like celery has any taste.
It does.
It does. But it's mostly a texture thing for me. Like, I don't care one way or the other about the flavor. Especially because if you're gonna dip it in a thing, like that's the flavor now.
Yeah.
But it's the texture.
But whenever I asked you about the celery, you paused a second to decide, and then you went straight to anti-celery.
Well, I was thinking
But
about
you
it.
would eat it. If it was with your wings, like you would eat it? Or like you
No.
literally are like, do not bring me
No,
the
I had to
celery.
think about it for a second because I don't think about celery very often.
What a sad life.
Yeah.
Sad life you lead. We got 20 months from Nerd Arts and Games. 500 bits from Chrissy G says, I'm going to ruffle some feathers, but the Better Pennsylvania sandwich is a Primanti sandwich with your choice of meat, french fries, and Italian coleslaw, all on Italian bread. That sounds good. I like that idea.
Yeah.
French fries and coleslaw. I don't know what Italian coleslaw is, but I basically trust anything that has Italian in the...
Is Italian coleslaw the one that has... No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different concept than coleslaw.
Coleslaw is typically cabbage.
I don't
The
eat
dressing.
I don't eat coleslaw.
It's like cabbage, and what's the one that's not cabbage, but it's basically cabbage?
Red cabbage.
Yes.
I would eat red cabbage in a coleslaw, I think.
Yeah. There's
Italian coleslaw is vinegar and salt. Okay, so it's...
Oh. Yeah.
What's the southern word for that?
What's the other coleslaw?
Yeah. So in the South, we have two coleslaws.
Yeah.
We have red and white coleslaw.
That's it.
And white is the creamy one, and red is
Okay.
red is vinegar based.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it sounds like that's just Italian coleslaw.
so creamy coleslaw is nasty. I don't know what they make it with. I don't know what's in it.
You probably wouldn't want it.
I prefer red coleslaw. I will eat white coleslaw if it's served to me, but I usually don't finish it. So
Yeah.
I'll have like a
Because
bite.
they make it with mayonnaise.
Yeah, and you
That's
don't,
why.
And you don't care for mayonnaise.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, I also don't care for mayonnaise.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I don't really care for mayonnaise.
I thought I hated
so-
coleslaw this whole time. It's just that I hate mayonnaise.
Have you had red coleslaw?
No.
We should find a. So a lot of times you can get coleslaw at barbecue places, and depending on the barbecue joint, they'll either have one or the other, or sometimes they'll have your choice. So
I miss Barbecue House.
I know. So we should go to a barbecue place where you can get some red coleslaw because it's vinegar based, and I think you'd like it a lot more. Honestly, I'm surprised. I feel like red coleslaw should be the default
North
coleslaw.
Carolina.
Yes, because the whole thing with North Carolina is vinegar.
Yes.
So I'm kind of curious.
Yes.
Well, I'll look into that because I want you to try that. I also don't care much for
Kibble.
white coleslaw because I don't like mayo. We got 3 bits of chai. Says new Doritos grab bag flavors now with cayenne pepper and or cyanide. Which one will you get? 50 months from Bucky Boy 2009 and 3 months from Rogue Gamer M. Thank you. There's an art in the queue. I presume that's for morning. What is this? Oh my god! That's extremely well done. It got even better.
Oh.
This is very good. That's some high quality pixel animation there. That's awesome. Yeah, if folks haven't seen, I did a stream of Jusant, and it was very fun. The short version's on Steven Plays and the full VOD's on the VOD channel. And it's just a chill, artsy climbing game. I liked it. At some point, I might go back and finish it because there's not that much left.
He's trying.
Be trying.
He's doing his best.
Puppy.
So, I actually am dressed up today.
Oh, you did dress up today. I should have dressed up today.
There's a very huge event happening. Involving the video game Earthbound.
Josh has been playing Earthbound for, I don't know when you started.
July 4th.
Oh. So Josh has been playing Earthbound since July and is now we're cosplaying today. I mean,
I don't own any Earthbound
Anything?
clothing.
or anything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to change that.
I own several things.
What?
So, yeah, like I need a shower today, so I'll get a shower, but when I shower, I'll just put on a different Earthbound shirt after. So yeah, Josh has been playing through Earthbound, and today is the finale
Yeah.
for Earthbound.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I like finishing things. I know that's a weird that was a weird take. Earthbound has been really great. I'm excited. Listen, it's a feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Let me explain myself.
Yeah, Josh Jepson shows up on my stream to be like, I like finishing! And we're like, okay, thanks, bud. Thanks for letting us know.
Let me explain.
As long as it isn't celery.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't play a lot of RPGs, and I haven't for a long time, my whole
Yes.
life, basically.
Yes.
And I can count on one hand how many RPGs I finished. And it's like, well, unless you count the Pokemon games. But
Not counting Pokemon, I'm super curious what RPGs you've played.
played or finished? Because those are two different answers.
Start with finished. Haley, please do.
The fact that I have to think about it for so long is pretty telling.
I mean, it sounds
Paper
like it's
Mario?
been a while. Yeah, have you played Paper Mario?
I have played Paper Mario, but I've never finished any of... Well, I've played Super Paper Mario, but that's the one that's not the RPG.
Sure.
Final Fantasy?
Wow. I literally can't think of a single RPG
Josh, are you telling me
that
right
I've
now?
finished.
Are you telling me right now that Earthbound might be the first RPG you've ever finished?
Outside of Pokemon, yes.
Really?
I mean, turn-based JRPG. Let's be clear with the terminology here.
Sure.
But yeah, I never finished Undertale. I got very close.
Yeah, Zelda is not a
I got this close to finishing Paper Mario and Undertale and even Chrono Trigger. I played a lot of Chrono Trigger, but I never finished any of them.
Yeah, Zelda is not a traditional turn-based RPG.
I know. I've actually been playing through Sea of Stars, but I put it down recently.
Well, I'm glad that you're going to finish your first
It might, yeah.
RPG today. That's exciting.
Wow. I'm fascinated.
But you've played a bunch of other ones. You just haven't finished them. Yeah. Well, this will be a good gateway drug into
Yeah,
other
so
JRPGs.
So I'm fascinated by chat right now. Please. So Mario RPG I want to play.
Uh-huh. The new one, the
Yeah.
remake.
The new one. Because that's also a game that I never played.
It's
from
very fun.
From that era.
It's very fun. And I presume that the remake will only be more accessible because of some quality of life changes.
Golden Sun's another one that I want to try. But yeah, like this year I made the decision. I'm like, I'm going to commit to an RPG and finish it. And it became Earthbound. I tried with Octopath Traveler 2. I played like 25 hours of that game and I didn't finish it. And you know, I tried with Paper Mario like last year, I think. And I can't keep not finishing games. I have
Yeah.
to stop this.
Well,
That's why I'm so excited to finish Earthbound. Not because I'm excited for it to be over, but I'm excited to play it a second time.
yeah. It'll also
One
be
day.
yeah, at some point whenever you're able to play it again, it's enjoyable to play a game like that for leisure because in a JRPG with a lot of dialogue, you always find things that you didn't see the first time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Only recently did I learn that there's an upstairs to the Summers Hotel.
Wild.
I know, right?
Wild.
Don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, there's all sorts of little things.
But yeah, Earthbound has been.
You know what probably makes more sense to you now?
What's that?
Do you remember when Haley, Lindsay, and I dressed up in poodle skirts that had Mr. Saturns on them for PAX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah?
Do we have a photo of that?
Of all three of us?
I remember
can go
it.
grab
I remember it
mine.
happening, but
There's-
I'm like trying to visualize it in my
probably
head, and I
at-
can't.
There's probably at bare minimum a photo of you and Haley. It might be harder to find one of you.
I've definitely seen it.
It's very cute, but I don't know that. I don't have the photo on hand. Anyway, someone can find it. Mal will find it. Maybe.
Yeah. Let me put this in Discord.
Yeah, Haley says Itoy retweeted me and Mal so I can die happy.
Uh-huh.
That's true. That's true. They had posted it on Twitter and Itoy retweeted it, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's so dope.
That's very cool. We also had 20 months from Gaxtronaut and 34 from Boop Snoot. Boop. Thanks.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Senpai noticed me. Oh, did you find it?
I did.
Well, here it is. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
We all had different Mr. Saturns, too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I distinctly remember now.
That was a very fun and unique idea. Gailey says, we were babies. It was a long time ago because you did that and we went to like a PAX.
2014.
And then also, did you and Haley wear those
At Camp Fangamer.
at Camp Fangamer?
The
Yeah.
photo we took in front of the Chaos Theater sign is the one that Itoy retweeted.
Okay. Yeah.
That's great.
It was a long time ago. It's interesting to see an image of yourself that's like, 10 years old. And you're like, oh.
I just got done editing a vlog, or re-editing a vlog, I should say, from almost 11 years ago.
Yeah.
That I posted when I went to MagFest. And it was just wild. It's wild to go back and look and see that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's... Time keeps on moving. Good Morning Q said, quick question, is Mother 1 worth giving a try? After you've played Mother 2 and 3. Like, after you play Earthbound... I guess you don't have to play Mother 3 next, but you could. But it's a fun little history lesson. It's important to remember that it's dated.
It's difficult.
It's very hard. It's very hard, and it is dated. And if you play it, a lot of people are going to play it on the Switch as Earthbound Beginnings, and that's fine. But it is particularly difficult that way. If you get a copy of Mother 1+2, there is a patch that you can apply to it that not only translates it, but also adds in a item called the Easy Ring. Yeah, and it was made by Tomato, Clyde Mandolin, who was the translator for Mother 3. He did that a long time ago, and that's one of the better ways to experience that game because it makes it way more accessible. Because otherwise, you run into battles like every 3 seconds.
Runt.exe says it's grindy even with the ring, which is true, but it is much easier.
So it does a few things, right? It cuts down on the battles. It increases your experience, so you level up a little bit more quickly, so you can deal with things. It adds a run button. Mm-hmm. Because there's not a run button otherwise, so it helps. And then the other thing is that it is a more faithful translation. Because Earthbound Beginnings is the original localization of the game, and they just changed stuff like willy-nilly. And like that's
For no reason?
Yeah, and like that's interesting on its own right, but it's not very faithful to the original script. Like, there's town names that are changed, and it's like, but why?
Weird.
Like, no idea. So, it's kind of like 2 versions of Mother 1 out there as a result. Hi, bud.
Baby.
Good baby.
Precious.
You sniff.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my my RPG era. I'm ready.
Well, you've done good at Earthbound.
Thank you. I here's the thing. Even though I have not played too many RPGs all the way through, I have tried for a long time. And I think my problem is not the games themselves, but the length of the games, that they tend to be so long.
It's hard. It's hard to play a game for a long period of time.
Like if I get up to north of 20 hours in most games, I am much more likely to put it down and never pick it up again.
That's gonna make RPGs hard.
I know. Well, I think it's less of a problem these days than it was when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because, like, I got the ADHD sorted out, and then, like, not knowing that I had that, and then realizing, like, oh, that's why I'm playing 6 games at once, and I put down games after 10 hours, you know? Like,
Yeah. There's a fair bit of RPGs that are
yeah,
shorter than 20, though.
except for, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, in which case I played those for, like, 400 hours.
What did I just hit in Persona? 100?
Yeah, you just said 100 hours in Persona.
Wow.
Mao is at December 1st, December 2nd, early December in that game.
I'm about
Wow.
to send a calling card.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
No. A lot of it is because I will, like, let something sit and, like, text Noah.
Mao's playtime is so much higher than it needs to be. I've watched her play the game, and half of her playtime is just it's sitting on the screen and she's texting. And I'm like, okay, well that's why you're because most times when people play video games, they like play them, and getting 100 hours in Persona at this point in the game, I feel like it's probably more happening. Anyway.
I mean, it's got great music to put on in the background.
It does.
Well, I know a lot of times, like sometimes I'll come downstairs and I'll hear the music, and then like Mal's not even playing the game, and I'm like, all right.
Noah says I'm responsible for 50 of your 100 hours.
Yeah, it's going well. She'll beat it someday. We get 300 for shy. It says 80s and 90s translations in any medium can get wild with the liberties they take. Some of them became iconic, and others not so much. It's true. It's true. It also means that there's, you know, an assortment of games that do have like two very different translations, because then later they'll release something that's like a little more close to the source material, and sometimes they'll keep jokes from the first localization because they're like, well, everyone likes this, so they'll keep it in. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing the new Super Mario RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I am looking forward to playing it at some point. I think it'll be very, very fun to experience that.
All of the clips that I've seen, like short bits and pieces here and there, it just looks so good.
Yeah.
Like they did a really good job, and it's very faithful to the original, from what I can tell.
And you've never played Super Mario RPG at all, or have you started that one?
So, I did play it briefly one time.
Yeah.
With crowd control turned on. Which is like not a great idea to play a game for the first time with crowd control.
I wouldn't recommend that. No.
But you know, yeah, I was like, oh, this sounds. Let's see what happens. And actually, I had a good time.
Yeah, that may not give you a very faithful
No.
first experience with the video game.
So basically, no, I've never played the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have something to look forward to, because it is genuinely fun, and it is genuinely like imaginative, and it's so interesting because like it's Mario, like it's Mario, but it's not Mario, and that's what's so cool, because the Paper Mario games, like those are Mario.
Yeah, those feel more like
those
Mario.
are in the Mario world.
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG is like not. It's like a Final Fantasy game. Like there's Mario elements, but it's, you know, oh my god, Super Mario RPG is like Kingdom Hearts.
That's a wild statement.
I don't feel like I'm wrong.
But I get it.
I do not feel like I'm wrong. It's because Kingdom Hearts is like, we have to keep doing the same way. Because like Kingdom Hearts is Disney and Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG is
Mario
and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but it's not Final
Haley
Fantasy.
says you stole that line from me.
It's Final
I've
Fantasy.
never heard you say that. We can have the same ideas.
It doesn't have like literal characters from Final Fantasy in that game, right?
It actually does.
It does.
What? It actually does.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm looking forward to not knowing those characters when I play them. I'm still doing this.
Haley, I have never heard you say this. We had the... Listen, I believe you. I'm not going to gaslight you. I believe you because your memory is probably better than mine. But I do not remember. And also, we can just
seed.
we can have the same thoughts.
Now, can I roll back to when I said I didn't play and finish RPGs?
Yes.
Okay, so
Are you telling us now that you lied about that?
I'm starting to think of RPGs that are not necessarily turn-based RPGs, but they are JRPGs that I have played and finished.
Wow. Sorry, Brandon. Brandon says he probably heard you say it, but then Chaz said it.
Oh.
I don't. We're not going there. Anyway, continue, Josh.
We're not going there except anyway. So I have played and finished Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yes.
And I have played and finished Okami. I 100%ed Okami.
Okay.
So I think it was a challenge for me to hold my attention for 100 hours with turn-based games.
So you've completed RPGs.
Yeah.
You have never completed a turn-based RPG outside of Pokemon. So
Yeah.
your issue very specifically is turn-based RPGs.
Yeah. And I like Pokemon for a totally different reason. I like collecting the Mons.
Interesting. Yeah.
But I'm getting away from that, I think. But also, like, am I though? Because a lot of the games that I'm playing, besides Earthbound, like Sea of Stars, and even things like even like Paper Mario or like the Mario and Luigi series, which I played quite a bit of.
Yeah.
Like they've got like actiony elements to them. A lot of like timing based stuff in the turn based
Yeah.
gameplay. So like, I don't know. I think I just need something that holds my attention better.
I'm excited for you to try Mother 3's battle system.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is, you have to always be engaged.
Yeah.
If you're not engaged, you're doing less damage. So you really need to be engaged with that.
I'm gonna play that. My goal is to play that a year after Earthbound. So like next
summer?
July, next summer, start Mother 3 and play through that on stream.
I need to get
Thomas. So our turn-based RPGs jelly, action RPGs jam, and tactics RPGs preserves.
and our JRPGs baking. Please, God, please stop.
Thomas.
Yesterday during Mouse cooking stream, we had to learn about jams, jellies, preserves, compotes,
Marmalades.
and marmalades.
Oh my god, marmalade. I haven't thought about marmalade ever.
Are
Network
RPGs angels?
by Thomas.
Yeah, I don't want to. We learned a lot. And I don't want to learn anymore. I want to turn off the knowledge.
Is this Fruit RPG
hose.
again?
Is mayonnaise an RPG?
30 bits from the Reeler just says, what I find fascinating with localizations is when entire content is removed and exclusive to one version, such as the Monsai Birds game from Rhythm Heaven Fever, which was removed for the English version. I don't like it when that happens. Like, I understand that sometimes, like, there'll be content in games that maybe they judge as, like, too weird for English audiences. Although I feel like that happens probably a lot less nowadays.
Back when the video game industry was dying, they're like, well, we need
Let Ness
need that
stay
North-
naked.
we need that North American money.
Yeah. So actually watching Mal play Persona is really interesting because the Persona series and Atlas made the decision early on with that series to, like, keep it Japanese. Like, to not try and localize it. Like, they're translating it, but they're not trying to change elements to, like, oh, well, now it's like, this is Texas or whatever. Like, it's very much like, this is happening in Japan. These characters are speaking Japanese, and, like, that's really neat. I like that. But also they had success with that. If they wouldn't have had success with that, then we probably would have had a very different, situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mother 3 is definitely one of the games that over time people have brought up about, like, this will never get localized because it's,
X, Y, and Z.
yeah. There's many things. I'm excited for you to play that.
I'm sorry, play what?
Mother 3.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I need Dan to play it.
Dan needs to play it.
Years ago, Dan played Earthbound, and we watched him play it on stream, just like we're doing for you. And I am hoping that he'll play Mother 3, because I'd love to see him play Mother 3.
Yeah, that game looks really good.
It's exceptional. You haven't been able to watch Rebecca stream it, right?
No.
Because you want to keep it a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's well worth the time. We got 57 months from Opie SSBM. Thank you. And I have an announcement. I think some folks noticed. So after the stream at 10:15, so in about half an hour from now, there is a premiere on Steven Vlog for the favorite breakfast stream moments of 2022. Juliet cut that together. It is ready to release. We're gonna watch that as a live premiere on YouTube at 10:15.
Fossix has the link.
Yeah.
Woo!
So, was there a new Yak? It's possible. So,
Wake up, babe. New Yak just dropped.
So yeah, join us after the stream because we'll be watching that. It's fun to reminisce. 2022 especially is a wild time for breakfast stream because it takes place in many different locations.
Yeah.
Because like it starts in Myrtle Beach, and then we have like some streams where like we visited Raleigh, and then we moved to Raleigh, and like we do some breakfast streams downstairs with like bird cam. And then we finally get our stuff together and we do breakfast stream upstairs in the loft once we had that set up. You show up
I'm there.
because you
I
visited
exist.
Raleigh.
It wasn't even that secretive. It was
No.
like it was like
No.
pretty obvious.
Well, I mean,
Probably to some people at least.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think maybe folks suspected a little bit. The worst kept secret.
Yeah. The worst kept secret.
It was nice. It was nice that, you know, folks would.
Especially when I'm like, I'm alluding to things or whatever I said.
Well,
It was
the other
literally like, huh?
the other thing is that for the longest time, someone would visit, and then they ended up moving there. So now, at this point on the vlog, if someone visits, everyone's like, that person moving there.
Brandon says, it was obvious to me.
Coffee.
It's got lyrics. 300 Bits from Cosmic Sorrel says, all this action-y RPG talk I'm hearing makes me think Josh needs to play the Yakuza Like a Dragon series. It's very fun.
Isn't there like Animal Crossing clone in the new one? The DLC is Animal Crossing clone.
Is it? I don't know anything about it. It's very fun. Honestly, that's a game that I have always thought Mallory would really enjoy.
Yeah.
Because it's so Japanese. Like, it's real. It's fun. I've only played a little bit of it, and I've seen some gameplay of stuff, but it's
I think
just,
I would like it.
in many ways, Yakuza feels like a more modern day Shenmue to me.
That's a game I've wanted to play too.
Yeah, I mean, we could. It's a little niche, but like, yeah, it's just fun. I think it's nice that there's an entire like subset of games that if people are really interested in Japanese culture, they can play them, whether that's Yakuza or Persona or whatever, because there's a lot of, you know, that available now. We got 300 Bits from Shanath, who says, a question that I've seen go around Twitter for the three of you. If you were a D&D class, which class do you reckon you'd be? Personally, I think I'd be a warlock, because selling your soul for power always works out.
Druid.
Every time.
Druid.
I mean, Josh, have you played D&D?
I mean, D&D proper? No. Not
Okay.
really. I mean, besides, like, the Coliseum segment, and then, like, I played, what's it called? The other one?
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I played that literally twice.
Renee
at
played
PAX.
for the very first time yesterday. Renee showed me her character too.
We really definitely entered into like a new era of like tabletop RPGs where it's more accessible and more people are playing it. My favorite class that I've played in D&D has been Monk. It's just fun. I like the idea of being like a martial artist and jumping around all over the place. That's just very fun. When I did that when I was a bird, it was a bird monk. Aarakocra is the race in D&D.
Chozo.
I was a Chozo. That's what I was. That's what.
I don't know. A Metroid-themed tabletop RPG sounds pretty cool to me.
Oh, another thing I was reminded of. I talked about it a little bit on the Starfield stream yesterday, but they announced a Legend of Zelda film.
Yeah.
Mal, you saw that?
Yeah.
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 And we were talking about it a little bit on the Starfield stream, and like it's not a surprise though, because like the Super Mario Brothers movie was so successful, like of course they're gonna do that. There's gonna be a Nintendo movie every year.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of Nintendo movies.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is a live action Zelda movie that is in the works. I don't know if that means that it's gonna be released next year or whatever, but possibly.
I am a little sad that it is live action and not anime. I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah.
I mean, but
But
it also
we'll
doesn't
see.
necessitate that there won't ever be an animated
True.
movie.
That's true.
Like,
Like, I can see it working. Like, I think it'll work. I just don't. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I want.
I've seen a lot of people mention the idea of before Zelda, but as like a Studio Ghibli thing.
Yeah.
And like, sure, but also that that sort of thing could still happen in the future.
I have a legitimate reason too, besides just that it would be pretty and cute. I think that a silent protagonist would work better in an anime setting.
Yeah.
Will he be silent though?
Right, exactly. And will it be weird if he talks?
Maybe every time he goes to speak, someone cuts him off, so he just never gets to. Link, what do you think? Well, actually, no. It's best if we go this way. Okay. Live action Kirby is the dream.
Oh no, please
Live
God.
action Kirby
No.
is the only thing I want.
Please God, no.
I just want a man in like an inflatable suit
Oh,
with his
God.
face painted pink,
Oh,
and he's
my
like, he just keeps like putting things in his mouth, and that's the entire film. I would go to see that twice.
Hyper realistic live action
Danny
Kirby.
DeVito.
Flesh ball.
Oh my god. That would be great. That would be great. Yesterday, Chaz had mentioned a Star Fox movie, which I also like the idea of that, because the original marketing material for Star Fox for SNES was like these puppets. So like the whole puppet thing, and I'm like, that's very cool too. I would love that.
Yeah.
But the truth is, Nintendo is going to do the things that make the most amounts of money. So like, I don't think we're getting an Earthbound film anytime soon.
What do you think he's scared of? Josh's hoodie?
No, it's my
Oh,
hoodie.
your hoodie?
It's not normally there, so he's like,
He just snuck up to this hoodie. Like, what is this?
yeah. Well, it's not usually there, so he had to go check it out. We got 500 bits from Brody, who says, hello all, could I get some good vibes? Tomorrow I make the biggest decision of my life in moving to Colorado from Texas.
Ooh.
I'm moving closer to my family, and will be out of Texas for the first time in 20 years. Good vibes.
Yeah.
That's a big move.
Colorado.
A lot of people that I know who've lived in Colorado have loved it and are sad they are gone now.
Yeah, that is one of the places that I was considering moving for a while.
Yeah, I think that like that's a big move, like distance-wise, but also like culturally, Texas and Colorado are very different places. So that'll be a big change. But also, Colorado's really cool. I think you'll probably like Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado is a very cool place. I was gonna say Seattle, but you did the Seattle thing.
I did the Seattle
You
thing.
did the Seattle thing. You've already
Seattle's alright. Like, it was, when I moved there, it was better when I was there.
Let me put on my hipster hat.
I liked Seattle before it was cool.
Yeah, there's some states that like they're very interesting places. But yeah, it's expensive there.
When I moved to Seattle in 2012,
Yeah.
in 2012, I was paying $780 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment with a Seattle address. That is unheard. You can't do that now. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that'd be hard to do.
no, not yikes. That's good.
That was good.
Now they're like $2,000.
Yeah, I feel it's
Or
$700
more.
$700 for a 2-bedroom apartment seems difficult
I think
anywhere.
I think Stephen, when we got married, our first apartment was like $600, and it was a 1-bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, we were paying $600 a month for a 1-bedroom, and that was in Columbia, South Carolina.
2011,
So,
2012.
To pay $700 for a 2-bedroom in Seattle is extremely good.
It's a very good price.
Yeah, that's very, very good.
Yeah, right?
But also, yeah, AV says, I'm in New York, so that's a steal. New York is a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York is like, well, it's going to be $13,000 and you can live in this closet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
pass.
by the time that I moved out of there, it was up and
Yeah.
up and up and up and up. Like that location there's no way that it would ever go down to that ever again.
yeah. I mean, rent in general has went up everywhere. Well, there's also inflation and a bunch of things to account for that.
Yeah.
But especially in the expensive cities, it's bad. It's bad. Brody gifted a sub to Mr. Nintendo Console. Thank you, Brody. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's there's somewhere maybe that you can still.
It's okay. I bought a house. I own a house now. In Earthbound.
I was gonna say, is this how you choose to tell us?
Guys,
I bought a home.
Has a nice sea view. Did you know you can go stand on the grass back there?
you can. I don't know why I didn't try doing that.
I mean, nothing happens, but
No,
yeah,
you
you
can
can
just
you can
stand there.
basically walk out the back of the house.
That's funny. It was a great price.
$7,500 for a home.
It's a fixer-upper, but it's fine. You can work on it. I have like 300 grand.
Yeah, you're well set.
Do you understand this painting, Josh? This isn't that house.
This isn't that house, but yes, I do.
Yeah, it's Lyra exaggerates.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did do that house though too. It's a different painting.
Oh.
That was a good painting because it was very. You took liberties with like. It's not based in realism. It's just kind of fun and fanciful. We had 3 months from Sonic 0731. Thank you, Sonic. And as we make our way to the end of the stream here, let's talk about what's coming up.
What's up?
Did we not run it before? Now I ran.
Should run a poll at the like a thing at the beginning of every stream for people to bet their beans on whether or not Steven will remember to run beans.
Well, they could just always say he won't and always win. So. Yeah. So Josh,
Yeah.
you have something going on tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little stream, little tiny itty bitty stream where I finish Earthbound
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah.
I have one stream left, and it's
Tonight?
It's very exciting. At 8 p.m. Eastern,
Yep.
I will be doing that, and I hope that you guys come by and say hi and hang out with me while I finish it up. I'm very excited. Like it's really good. It's been a one of my favorite experiences playing games this year. Like Tears of the Kingdom came out this year, and I was all over that, and
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed Earthbound more. So like,
It's also
Yeah.
if you
It's-
played Tears of the Kingdom, like it's similar to Breath of the Wild, whereas Earthbound's going to be a very unique.
yeah,
experience.
exactly. And it was a very, and the other thing is too is like, I have this really positive association with it now. Like I'm at a great point in my life where I'm playing it, and all my friends are watching and hanging out and helping with it. My girlfriend encouraged me to play it, and it's like there's all these things came together, and so
All
I don't
of
know.
us here in Raleigh have played it.
Yeah, except for me. So yeah, it's very significant.
Yeah.
So I'm finishing that tonight.
I'm super excited.
Me too.
I'm super excited because Earthbound as a whole is very memorable, but the ending of Earthbound is actually very memorable as well. There's a lot of different elements in this end game that are very unique and memorable, and I can't wait for you to experience them. It's actually genuinely good.
What?
Is there someone outside your house with leaf blur? Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Like, whenever I'm doing Starfield and I have the headset on, they can't hear sounds like that. But here, with mics, like boom mics, you definitely can. So it's like, well, it's like literally like outside of the...
Outside go brrr.
Nothing I can do about that other than, like, I don't know, remove that person. Go out there and be like,
Yo!
34 months from One Weird Cat. And 300 Bits from Shy says, Josh, the audience is dying to know, is the Sword of Kings real or just
Dude.
an elaborate effort to gaslight you by all of your friends?
Dude, I'm not. I don't. Listen, I saw Mal get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just like. You must have made that. Like, specifically to troll me. Made that years ago. It's like a hack. You had a hack.
It's a
One
hack that
day.
we made.
Josh Jepson will play Earthbound and not get the Sword of Kings. So this will...
Yeah, exactly. That was your thought back then. In like 2014.
I will say, though, like, the Sword of Kings, like, Pooh's sole weapon in the game, being a 1 in 128 item in a base with enemies that once you finish, you cannot go back to, and the game doesn't explain any of this, is a very, like, 90s video game concept.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a player's guide, if you don't know about it ahead of time, like, you just won't find out.
I loved that games did stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave you like a really cool thing that was hidden very well.
There was a lot of, like, playground information.
Yeah.
Whenever I was a kid, of like sharing information that you found in a game that, you know, how would you have known otherwise?
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest examples I can think of is like Super Mario Brothers 3, where you can stand on a block and hold down and just crouch, and then you fall behind the level. Like, that sort of stuff is insane. That's so... How do you figure that out? And then if you hear someone tell you that, you're like, that's not real. Is that real? But it's real.
Yeah, the other one is, you know, the Mew under the truck thing, but more than that, like all of the like stuff with Missing No and all the like all that Pokemon stuff
Yes.
was like so, and come to find out, a lot of that stuff was purposefully left in there for that exact reason. I don't remember where I heard this, but I was watching like some document, like a YouTube documentary thing, and there was an interview that they were quoting from the guy who created Mew, who's like, yeah, we did this. But maybe he's just like BSing just to like add some charm to it.
We had 300 Bits from Satsy says, by the way, for your tea to get the fullest flavor, the water needs to be 195 Fahrenheit and steeped for 245. And I'd squeeze the bag just in case for any extra flavor to be released.
Squeeze the tea bag.
I typically do that. Yeah. Typically. Sometimes I don't squeeze the bag. But...
Always squeeze your bag.
Thought of a joke, but it's a Friday night joke, not a Thursday morning joke, so I'm going to hold it in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
300 from Anorak says, new yak? I guess there's a new
Yeah.
yak. Sometimes new yaks drop. And 300 from Cheese Hammer says, it's okay, Josh. You may not have the Sword of Kings in your inventory, but you have the Hammer of Kings, yours truly, behind you in spirit. I know you wouldn't pass me over for a potato masher. We had to use a potato masher
For
last
jam
night
last
for,
night.
for making jam.
Well, jelly.
Oh, I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, not jam. We made jelly. Sorry.
Well, my immediate thought
my
was,
burn
why would
thing.
you? How did you use a potato masher on cheese? Is what I was thinking.
Yeah. So anyway, we're done. That's it. Do we have any other streams happening?
Not today.
Not today, other than watching Josh play Earthbound at 8 p.m. And then, of course, tomorrow night at 8 p.m., Mao and I will be continuing on in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So,
I'll be finishing Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow.
incredible.
Finally. I tried to do that last week, but...
And that's it. That's it. If you came in late, you may not have heard that we're doing a premiere over on Steven Vlog for the 2022 Breakfast Stream Moments. Juliet put that together. And that happens in like 8 minutes. What is happening? Fossix has got the link. It's pinned there.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You can click that. It'll be live in just a few minutes, and that's where we'll be heading. So I don't have a that's the raid. Just go there.
Go there.
Go there. Click that. Watch that.
Go there, young chat. Go. Go.
Watch that with us, and it's like about half an hour long, a little bit more than half an hour long. And then we will see you tonight, maybe over at Jepson's stream for the end of Earthbound.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Bye.